You have $1,000 sitting in your account right now. What you do with it, or don't do with it, will determine whether it becomes $1,000, $1,300, or over $17,000 in 30 years. And most people never see this comparison laid out side by side. So today, I'm going to show you exactly what $1,000 looks like across 3 different paths, and by the end, you'll never look at money the same way again. My name is Monivex, and on this channel, we break down money in a way that actually makes sense. If you're new here, hit subscribe because we do this every week. Now, let's talk about $1,000. You spend it. This is what most people do. Not because they're irresponsible, but because nobody ever showed them the cost of spending. You buy something, maybe clothes, a night out, a new gadget. You enjoy it, and then it's gone. In 30 years, that $1,000 is worth nothing. Actually, it's worse than nothing. Because of inflation, the $1,000 worth of stuff you bought today would cost you around $2,400 to replace in 30 years at a 3% inflation rate. So, path 1, you spend $1,000 today and you lose the equivalent of $2,400 in future purchasing power. Every dollar you spend isn't just losing $1, you're also losing everything that dollar could have become. You save it in a traditional savings account. Most people think this is the safe move, and in one sense it is. Your money doesn't disappear. But here's the problem. The average savings account in the US pays around 0.5% interest annually. Some big banks pay even less. We're talking 0.01%. Let's be generous and say you earn 0.5% per year for 30 years. Your $1,000 grows to $1,161. In 3 decades, you made $161. Meanwhile, inflation has been running at roughly 3% per year. That means your $1,000 in real purchasing power has actually shrunk. You've saved your money and still lost ground. This is what financial experts call the savings trap. Path 2 result: $1,161 after 30 years, but with inflation factored in, your real purchasing power has dropped significantly. Now here's where it gets interesting, and this is why compound interest is called the 8th wonder of the world. The S&P 500, which is basically the top 500 companies in America, has historically returned an average of about 10% per year over long periods of time. So what does $1,000 look like invested at 10% annually for 30 years? Let's do the math together. After 10 years, $2,594. After 20 years, $6,727. After 30 years, $17,449. Your $1,000 became $17,449. You didn't work for that extra $16,449. You didn't hustle for it. You let time and compound interest do the heavy lifting. And here's the part that blows most people's minds. The majority of that growth happens in the last 10 years. From year 20 to year 30, your investment more than doubles. That's the snowball effect of compounding. The longer it rolls, the bigger it gets. Result: $17,449 from a single $1,000 investment. Let me put all 3 paths side by side so you can see this clearly. 1. Spend it, $0 plus inflation loss. 2. Save it in a bank, $1,161. 3. Invest it, $17,449. The difference between Path 2 and Path 3 is almost $16,000 from the same starting $1,000. The only variable? Where you put it. Now imagine if it wasn't $1,000. Imagine if it was $500 per month, every month, for 30 years at 10% annual returns. You'd have over $1.1 million from $500 a month. This is the math that changes lives, and almost nobody teaches it in school. So what's the takeaway here? Every dollar you have right now is on one of these three paths. You're either spending it, letting it sit and lose ground, or putting it to work. The goal isn't to never spend money. Life is meant to be lived. The goal is to understand what each dollar actually costs you in the long run, so you can make choices you're actually okay with. If this opened your eyes, I want you to do one thing. Share this with one person who needs to see it. And if you want to see exactly how to start investing, even with small amounts, that video is right here.